Today is January 15th, and to that I say, happy 4-year anniversary to Disenchantment Season 3. Now, this might come as a shock, but this video sadly ain't about Season 3. It's about me explaining the various memes that were in this previous video back in 2023. I also do want to give a little quick spoiler warning for Part 5, in case you're wondering where the memes of each scene came from. And without further ado, it's showtime! The first meme from the first episode goes along something like this. Oddball threatening someone with a baseball. Well, it's not actually a baseball, I use Gotcha Club, in case you're wondering. This is based off of the scene where Oddball throws baseballs at two mean grown-ass men. And I must say, he do be ballin'. The second one is based off of a scene from Kung Fu Panda 3, but with the interrogation between Dagmar and Elfo. The first meme of episode 2 is this one. I used the infamous Ouija board meme, Vine, actually it's a Vine, for this specific scene where Bean, Mora, Elfo, Lucy, and Mop Girl went to Cercerio's lab to dispose of Bad Bean's body. Because it was moving all by itself and they wanted to dispose of the body and they wanted to use the acid, but although the acid was gone, etc. Anyway, the second meme is when Zog is in the wrestling ring. And after watching that episode where Bender becomes a wrestler in Futurama, I thought of using an audio clip of said episode. And also John DiMaggio is in there, yes I know. And the last meme of episode 2 is this one. Surprisingly, it's based off of the coconut malt meme. The ones you see everywhere. And I didn't use the actual coconut malt theme song, I used like a parody song from Vernius's Return to Dreamland animated version. Which is funny because both Kirby and Disenchantment's main locations both have the name Dreamland in them. Ain't that funny? Anyways, it's based off of the ending scene where Bean and Mora hop on a motorcycle to save Zog. Now, there's only one meme in episodes 3 and 4, so I'm just gonna go over them anyway. Episode 3 is based on the meme of the girl singing the Soulja Boy meme. Well, I originally wanted to do the "Say something, I'm giving up on you," but I was running out of time and I couldn't even find it until I stumbled upon it and I realized, wait, that was the wrong one. But I kind of stuck with it anyway. For episode 4, I'm gonna put it like a trigger warning for a broken neck. Or at least it's implied that there's a broken neck. Anyways, this is based off of that scene where Jerry dies. And I used the ass stuff clip. Well, you know the one. I mean, it's still sad to see Jerry go. I mean, it felt a little early to kill off Jerry. I mean, he just returned for a season, and then you decide to kill him off again. After that, we move on to episode 5, which contains 2 memes now. The first one is this, which is based off of the "This is Fine" meme. And I grabbed the audio from the Adult Swim animated version. Context for this. Everyone who was imprisoned in the Freak Show was saved by Bean, Zog, and Mora. I think Mora. No, Mora was barely involved in this after all. And everyone was in the Electrofish. And in episode 5, Mora tries to set sail, but she forgot to close the hatch. Luckily, Oddball is a royal advisor, or just the advisor in general, and informs her about not closing the hatch. And so the Electrofish starts flooding, and thankfully everyone survived. And surprisingly, so did Snarla, even though she's a fairy and... I must be thinking about the Tinkerbell fairies. These are way different. I don't know if their wings get wet and make them not have the ability to fly, but that's up to you, I guess. And this is the second meme that was put in the section of episode 5. It is a reference to the scene where Lucy is hypnotized by Satan. But little do we know, it was actually fake all along. And I used the "Don't you feel silly? Don't you feel stupid?" audio I saw on a Deltarune meme on YouTube. Episode 6! This is a reference to the ending part where Dagmar brings Bad Bean back to life after finally receiving her head. And I put the song Death by Melanie Martinez, and I tried to put like a voice effect to see if it would also avoid copyright like the Soulja Boy song. But I received the copyright strike anyway, and that's why you see a yellow triangle and exclamation mark in the on the video because of that specific song. And that video is also banned in Russia. Episode 7's memes might have some explaining to do. Okay, first one. This is based off of the scene where Big Joe rolls out of the bed to reveal that he's been cellmate after being trapped in the Twinkletown Insane Asylum, which Zog does not like, after all. And for some reason, it reminded me of that one iconic part of Chasing from the Music Freaks. And the second one, it's another Astuff video clip. It's based off of the near ending part where Big Joe and Porky reunited and Porky gives him flowers. Oh my. I mean, it was just too cute for me to not include this and parody it. And for some reason, I began shipping it before part 5 even came out. Sorry, moving on to episode 8. Now, I didn't know what scene I could think of that reminded me of a meme. Well, at the same time, I wanted to put like a meme that was similar to Bean unleashing her full power. I eventually gave up and chose the Miss Keisha one. I'm sorry. Also, shout out to Sadie Disenchantment for making this comment, and I just have to read it. The Miss Keisha one is foul, crying emoji. I couldn't think of a single scene that reminded me of a meme, so I chose that stupid audio to match her death scene. Laughing, angry, crying. And now we're going into a speed run because holy shit, we're finally almost at the end. Episode 9, Bean in her emo phase. It's a reference to how her character is dealt with in this episode because I couldn't. What scene could I find that replicated a meme? I don't know. Maybe I should make like a better version? But this is all I had. In episode 10 is a reference to when Una sliced open Dagmar's head, revealing her brain. And if you didn't know, Trogs removing their brains cause immortality and avoiding Dagmar in their nightmares. And I used the I'm making frickin' mac and cheese and nobody could stop me audio. And I thought it reminded me of that. So there you have it. All the memes explained in a single video as an homage to 4th year anniversary of the 3rd season, even though it's not really about the 3rd season, sadly. But it is Disenchantment related. Thanks for watching. Good night. I'm so tired.